this isn't just a penny, it's a piece of forgotten American history. The 1945 wheat penny may look ordinary, but its story is anything but. From wartime metal shortages to hidden minting secrets and collector values that shock even seasoned numismatists. Join us as we uncover the mystery, the value, and the untold legacy of the 1945 wheat penny like you've never heard before. The year was 1945, and the world was witnessing the final months of the most devastating conflict in human history. World War II. The United States had been at war since 1941, and everything from industry to agriculture had been redirected toward the war effort. In this time of sacrifice and patriotism, even the coins in the pockets of Americans played a role in supporting victory on the home front. Among those coins was the humble wheat penny, specifically the 1945 Lincoln wheat penny, which holds a unique place in both American history and the world of numismatics. The Lincoln cent, first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln, remained largely unchanged for decades. Its reverse featured the two wheat ears symbolizing national prosperity and unity, and the obverse displayed the iconic bust of Lincoln designed by Victor David Brenner. The 1945 issue of the wheat penny came during the peak of wartime production and reflects the economic, political, and material realities of that era. Due to the war, copper was a critical metal used extensively in manufacturing ammunition and military equipment. In 1943, the U.S. Mint experimented with steel cents to conserve copper, but the result was less than favorable. The coins rusted easily and were often confused with dimes. As a result, by 1944, the mint returned to copper, but used recycled shell casings gathered from military training grounds and battlefields for coin production. This shell case bronze became the base composition of the 1945 wheat penny and gave it a distinct look and origin that ties it forever to America's involvement in World War II. Millions of these coins were struck at the three main minting facilities in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The Philadelphia Mint, which did not include a mint mark, produced the highest number of coins, totaling over 1 billion pieces. The Denver Mint, identified by a small d under the date, produced over 267 million coins, while the San Francisco Mint, marked with an S, contributed more than 181 million coins. The high mintage figures make the 1945 wheat penny a relatively common coin in circulated condition. However, the historical significance, material composition, and the occasional appearance of error coins make it a prized piece for collectors and historians alike. Each 1945 wheat penny was a symbol of resilience, produced during a time when every citizen contributed in some way to the war effort, whether through rationing, buying war bonds, or even collecting shell casings for reuse. The penny itself became a symbol of wartime unity and ingenuity. Some of the most intriguing aspects of the 1945 wheat penny are the mint errors and variations that can be found among them. These include double die obverses, where the date and letters appear to be stamped twice, off-center strikes, clipped plankets, and even incorrect alloy mixtures. Such errors were relatively rare, but when discovered can fetch high premiums in the numismatic market today. One of the most talked about but controversial varieties is the alleged 1945 D/S mint mark. Though no conclusive evidence has proven this variety exists, some experts and collectors claim to possess examples where a San Francisco S appears faintly underneath the Denver D due to possible mint mark punching errors before the mints had fully standardized processes. Although largely considered an urban legend by most numismatic scholars, the tale continues to fascinate those chasing rarities. In addition to errors, the grade and condition of a 1945 wheat penny significantly affect its value. A coin in heavily circulated condition may only be worth a few cents, but one in brilliant, uncirculated, or mint state condition, especially with a red coloration rather than brown or red-brown, can command impressive prices at auction. Mint state coins graded Ms. 65 or higher by professional services like PCGS or NGC are especially desirable and can sell for hundreds of dollars or more depending on their strike luster. And I appeal beyond physical attributes. The 1945 wheat penny has cultural and historical significance for those who lived through the war. Holding onto such a coin was a tangible connection to the events that shaped their generation. Veterans, children, and workers alike saw these coins exchanged for bread, milk, newspapers, and bus rides during one of the most transformative times in American history. They were touched by the hands of soldiers, factory workers, mothers, fathers, and children, each coin silently bearing witness to the era it was born into. For collectors today, finding a pristine example of a 1945 wheat penny, or one with a unique backstory, is akin to holding a fragment of that shared heritage. The widespread mintage means these coins are still often found in old piggy banks, coin jars, and estate sales. And because of their age and symbolism, they continue to spark curiosity among new and veteran collectors alike. Many numismatists begin their journey with wheat pennies because they are affordable, historic, and aesthetically appealing, with the 1945 penny being a common yet compelling entry point in the larger story of Lincoln. Since speaking of larger stories, the wheat penny itself lasted until 1958, when the reverse design was changed to the Lincoln Memorial in honor of the 50th anniversary of the Lincoln cent, thus making the 1945 issue part of the last chapter of the original wheated design. Every coin minted in that year marks not only the end of a world conflict, but also the nearing end of a classic American coinage era. And while not every coin is rare in terms of scarcity, the collective value of these coins lies in what they represent: freedom, unity, endurance, and change. From a numismatic perspective, the Wheat Penny series, including the 1945 issue, offers a wide field of study, from metallurgy and minting processes to grading market values and historical research. Collectors may find joy in tracking down each mint mark, examining details under magnification, and hunting for that elusive, flawless example or era variant in coin shows, auctions, and online marketplaces. The 1945 wheat penny continues to command attention. Its connection to World War II, the use of shell casing bronze, its mass production, and its accessibility make it both a common collectible and a priceless artifact for those who cherish the layers of history embedded in everyday objects. Perhaps that is the true magic of coins. They are not just currency. They are chapters in the story of a nation, cast in metal, carried in pockets, and passed through time. The 1945 wheat penny is one of those stories ready to be told and shared again and again.